Weather Wednesday coming to you with another Raid Shadow Legends live stream, and tonight is a shard party. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna pull some shards tonight, or at least pulling my shards. Maybe we'll pull somebody else's. Who knows? See who shows up with some extra shards to pull. Maybe we'll do some takeovers. Maybe we'll do some coaching. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Except one thing for sure. I'm pulling some shards for Kassandra. Almost done with the fusion. I need to do 5 more tournaments / events. One of them's gonna be shard pulling. There's gonna be a Gear Hunters. There's gonna be a Fire Knight dungeon and Gear Enhancement. And I believe that's about it. So not too much more work to get at Kassandra. Still waiting on Ezio's Soul. That's gonna take another 2.5 weeks to get it up to 5-star, something like that. I don't really plan on using Ezio till he's fully prepared. I've been farming the event dungeon since there's a tournament going on for that. Other than that, pretty chill. Just been waiting all day to pull some shards. Doing a little bit of the coalition event, trying to take on as many of these weak tag teams. Anything with 4 champions that all are easy to beat. This is the kind of tag team I'm trying to go up against. Try to get as many coalition points as I can without breaking the bank. How are you guys doing tonight? Who pulled shards already? And who is waiting for Tuesday? I think it's Monday or Tuesday when the next Summon Rush starts. The special Summon Rush. We'll see who made the wise decision. See if it was easier to do the first 2 events or the last one for summoning. Personally, I just didn't feel like risking it. Because at least this way, if I screw up a different event, I can always make up for it with more summoning at the end. But if I skip both summoning sessions, waiting for the 3rd, I can't screw anything else up, so there's always risk tolerance to consider. Just wait around a little bit before we do our summoning. Don't want too many people to miss out on the fun. You guys get any new champions today? Anything that you're excited about? My plan is to pull all my void shards and then probably have to pull a sacred or 2. We'll see how the math stacks up. Champeroni, how you doing? Champeroni, I was watching a little bit of a replay of one of your streams, and I noticed that you're vertical. Do you stream from your phone or something, or from a tablet? I found that quite unusual. Wasn't sure exactly what was going on there. Let's see. Oh, I'm a day away from a Lego book. That's good. I need all the Lego books I can get since they are making us book Ezio for a coalition event. Okay. What? So it's were you streaming from mobile or are you streaming from computer? Are you just trying to figure out your camera? Believe me, I've made all the weird mistakes with recording things. It's tough to get it all right. I mean, I was just trying to figure out Nightbot last night. Let's see, so yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have to. I mean, how many points do you even get for booking Ezio? Like 250? I mean, that's replaceable for sure. But he is good, so I'd probably book Ezio for the champ training, just to make the champ training a lot easier. How's everybody doing tonight? Have you pulled shards? Okay, okay. Well, glad you figured that out. I have seen people stream from like their phone or their tablet for like games that are actually just mobile games, which I always wanted to learn how to do, but it seemed too complicated for me. Or I just didn't want to try to learn that hard. Let's see. Let me figure out the math here. I know I don't have enough void shards to just do void shards. I believe I'm close. Like one or two sacreds, I think, is what it'll take. Unless I can do the ancients. I try to save those sacreds as much as possible. Because I don't know what events are coming up. After that Leonardo event a few months ago, I just know how hard it is to save up enough sacreds for like those really big events. Let's see. And I don't want to have to waste primals like I had to on that. Okay, champ training starts in 5 hours. I'm working on the Augustine's Frenzy. Wait, where's the... Oh, it's not a champ chase tournament. It's a summon rush. I was in the wrong area. That explains a lot. All right, so we only need 3,000 points, even though I'm kind of tempted to go for that extra immortal for just 500 more. I'll probably hold off. Probably hold off on that. See if I get a bunch more shards from the Demon Lord the next couple days. But 3,000 points and 120 from voids. And I've got 17 voids. Let me pull up the calculator. Oh, wrong thing. I don't know where that is, so I'll just do it in my browser. 120 times 17. Okay, that gives me 2,040 points. So then I would just pull 2 sacreds. Okay, good to know. So I'll pull all my voids and 2 sacreds, and that'll be good enough. Either that or I could do 20 ancients and 1 sacred. Either way is fine. How are y'all doing? Who pulled shards already today? Did you get anything good? Are you going for the fusion? Unfortunately, I am not particularly close to Mercy on anything. So, whatever I choose to do, not guaranteed gold, unfortunately. What's up, Chase? How you doing today? Chase, I know you pulled some more shards today. I forget who you got though. Did you get a legendary out of those voids? I forget. Did you just get Godseeker and tap out? Saving the whale out for another fusion? I know that some people are waiting for like the anniversary. I felt like I could do this fusion cheap enough. I mean, I spent 4 sacreds last weekend. And then, like, I think I did Ancients and Mystery Shards or something. Champ Chases are always easier, of course. This one I can do for 17 Voids. Maybe I'll do 20 Ancients and a Sacred. I kind of don't mind just blowing Ancients. I am going for Harima. I don't have a Harima. Freya is also a really good choice. Kind of torn between the two. Don't really care about the epics. Lots of people should be going for Seeker, though. If you don't have a Seeker and you don't have your Demon Lord team sorted, he's a darn good epic to go for. Yeah, you posted about it like in the middle of the night for me. So sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. I'll look at Discord. I'm kind of disoriented. I can barely keep my eyes open. I kind of know what's going on, but I kind of don't. Yeah, I associate you with Moolah now. Now that I know how freely you buy shards, it all comes together. You sell some more life insurance today so you can buy more shards. Man, I need to blow my nose. Ah, a tickle on the end of my nose, it just wouldn't go away. You ever like rub your nose so much and you make people think that you're on crack or something? That's what I felt like. Do you do you travel to sell life insurance? I assume you just did it from an office or something. You don't go like door to door, right? Wait, do you cold call or like you set up appointments to go to people's houses? If you're showing up to my house to sell me insurance, I'm just closing that door right away. Okay. That's fair enough. If I invite you into my home and then slam the door in your face, that might be a little bit rude of me. But if you come to my house with a clipboard and a polo with a company name on it, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna say no thanks, and I'm gonna close that door. Leave me alone. I was probably taking a nap. You won't like me, but at least my dog won't jump on you. But if people inquired, then that's fair enough. Oh, wow. As much as I talk on stream, I'm not nearly enough of a people person to be doing sales. You would not catch me doing that. I could not I could not pretend to care about people's stories enough for that. That that's why I got to do free takeovers because I'm not a good salesman. Good salesman would be like, I got the best takeovers. It's totally worth you paying me $100 to look at your account for 15 minutes. I'm not a good salesman. I gotta free. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could do for good money if I was a better people person. Salesmen, good salesmen tend to make some good money. See all these yellow things, people? This is why I tell people gold bonuses that make life so much easier. I know that nobody likes to farm live arena, but it makes your PvE easier too. I've got all my Hydra, the important stuff filled out. I've almost got my Cursed City all filled out. And I got Faction Wars all filled out. I don't worry so much about HP, attack, and defense. I'll get to those eventually, but it actually hurts, as stupid as it is, for Hydra. I wish I could take away these for the HP because it hurts the Titus, but yeah, I'm not grandson age anymore. All the grandparents, all my grandparents, all my wife's grandparents have passed away now. I'm quite frankly, I'm grandpa age if I were somebody who had kids young. And then those kids had kids young. I've friends my age are grandparents. Not me though. My kids are still pretty young. Not babies anymore, but they're all in school. Like middle school, grade school. I'm not Grandpa Weiler yet. All right, so who pulled shards today? I want to hear good shard pulling tales. I want to hear the good vibes. I want to know that I'm going to get something out of this. Now, I chose this guy. I don't know how good he is. I've not watched nearly enough stuff on the assassins. I don't know how good he is. I hope he's good if I get him. Um Chris would be a good choice too. I'm not desperate to get a Krisk. As good as he is, like I don't really need him. Khan over here, I actually got from a deck of Fate, and I don't even use him. Like I probably should use him for Faction Wars. I tried using him once and I wasn't super impressed, but I also haven't booked him. But I was probably using it wrong too. I don't know I don't know enough about Bayek to even rate him. I don't even know where Bayek is. That's Bassam. I'm guessing he's here maybe. No, that's Edward. So maybe Barbarian? I don't even know. The Shadowkin? I feel like there should be an assassin who's a Shadowkin. That's kind of weird. They say he's good in Hydra. Can't even find him. I mean, Augustine. Augustine looks cool. I played a game called Watcher of Realms and we had a character that was supposed basically like the Pope. Like I can't even I don't even know where he is. Help me out. What tribe is he in? Oh, there he is. There he is. Jeez, I'm blind. Okay, it was Barbarian. Okay. Let's see. Increase accuracy, perfect veil, increase defense, decrease accuracy, decrease resistance, provoke. Yeah. Sounds like a good Hydra champion. Do I really need him? He might be good in Chimera too. I don't know. Maybe Krisk is better. Compare that to Krisk. I don't know, but he's limited time champion. That's why I'm going for him though. Because who knows if we can get him anywhere else. Krisk is, I think, Lizardman? No. Oh, yeah, there he is. Krisk, provoke, increase defense, increase speed. Decrease speed. Okay. I mean, I'd say they're both pretty good in Hydra. I wouldn't use Krisk really in like he's not a PvP champion. Wait, if I hold and click on him, they'll show? Oh. I never knew that. See? That's why I stream, so I can learn from people. You've been playing for you've been back for like 3 weeks and you knew something I didn't. Now Harima, I've been chasing for a long time. Like, do I need her anymore? Not technically, but she's good. Do I have room for another defense-based champion? Not really, but she's good. Will she work in the new meta? I have no idea. The meta is definitely changing with all the new Merc gear. Totally going to change the game for especially in-game players, at least to start. Man, I have a lot of gear to roll up. I didn't realize how much gear I need to roll up. I thought I did most of it. The last gear event. Apparently, I've got a lot more to go through. I am hoping to rebuild some champions this weekend. I was hoping to rebuild them in Merc gear. I might have to wait a couple days for the next gear enhancement event because I already filled this one out. Oh, it's getting too hot in here. So this one I already filled out, and I'm already, my silver is like I have just enough silver for the next one, so I can't go blowing it tomorrow. Probably have to wait till Sunday to rebuild some champions. I mean, most void champions are going to help you out somewhere. Not all of them. Some of them suck. There's so stinking many now, though. I mean, if there's, let's see, there's 7 in that faction, 4 in that faction, 7 in that faction, 6 in that faction. I mean, if there was only 5 per faction, there's somewhere around 70, 80, 90 void legendaries now. Good luck getting the one you want. Yeah, I'll pull them right now. It'll be a good thing to do while we wait for more people to come in. Trying to save mine for as long as possible. Yeah, I mean, during a progressive chance, obviously your odds are better. The 15x, it's going to be about 1 in 6. Something like that. I mean, honestly, they need to make 25%, 35%, 50%, something like that. Or, I mean, 25x, 35x, 50x. Because there's too many void Legos. Like, it used to be 10x, but there was like 20 Legos. I don't know. I just don't understand why they don't improve these odds over time. I think they made it a little better, but then they kept adding more Legos. I know. Do you want me to pull your shards? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. See if we can get lucky again tonight. Did you end up building your new champions last night? Did you build up Necmo? Necmo will help you out a lot for a long time. He's real good. Yeah, you can build him so many different ways. But mostly just want to have speed and accuracy. What did you end up doing for Sand Devil? You got Godseeker, right? See, a little bit slow, but not that bad, really. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Is it consistent? Like, it doesn't matter if it's slow if you just run it all night. And what about your Shogun team? Right, right, right. Okay. Run it all night. Get that dust. I mean, you got some farming to do first, really. You should be getting gear. I mean, you can't upgrade gear if you don't have the gear in the first place. You did you know that you can get rewards here? You just have to click that and it'll give you these rewards for every single one of these videos. Like it's mostly energy, not like life changing, but you get a free 1,000 energy or whatever. Yeah, call the arbiter. So I don't know if you were around when this came out. It was a cartoon they did. It played the game, but it's not like the best show in the world. It's kind of choppy storytelling, but all you have to do is like share the episode, and you get free energy, brews, stuff like that. There also used to be promo codes associated with it. I don't know if those are good anymore. All right, so we want to pull some void shards. Check the Commodus out. How's he doing? Let's see, we want the second form. 84k HP, 249 speed, 514 accuracy. Nice. Okay. Did the one-man defense. Let's see. I bet you outspeed him. Let's see how it goes. Have you been using like the HH optimizer and stuff? It's always going to give you like your best gear options. Okay, we missed a couple. That could have been weak hits because of bad affinity. Ooh, bad luck. Which is why we need to farm our Great Hall so we get better stats. Yeah, I mean, if like 514 accuracy is not going to work against the best champions. Like all of my support champions are going to resist that. That's why we got to farm gear and farm our Great Hall. This is going to be so slow. There, he hit the bombs that time. She's dead now. Okay, you do have the increased accuracy. That's good. That'll help. But is Kimmy slower though? What's our speeds at? No, she's at 260. Okay. Is she doing increased accuracy? Yes, she is. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get all the stats you need against like top teams and stuff. All right. We want to do this? All 50? Do you know if you're anywhere near Mercy? All right, 50 void shards on Jace's account. Let's hit some gold. We're not on 2x or anything. But we'll see what happens. We got Oboro. She's a very good epic nuker for Hydra. She works very well with Lady Mikage when you get her. Got a Broadmaw. Broadmaw can be helpful with like faction wars. That's about it. Nia. A lot of these epics people used to really depend on. Reliquary Tinder. Bellower is good for faction wars. Come on, let's get a little bit better luck here. Come on. Show us the gold. Harrier! Come on. That's not what we signed up for. We want to hit that gold. Mercy or no mercy? Ooh, Incensa Grail Bearer. Incensa. See, decrease defense and a weaken. Will ignore block debuffs. Poison Cloud. So it places a Poison Cloud, increase speed, and 2 continuous heals. And a decrease attack AoE. Increases the champion's accuracy by 10 for each buff on each enemy. Okay, I'm guessing that she's a Hydra champion. Let's see what people think. Yeah, probably help out your Hydra team, keep them alive. With the Poison Cloud, you won't be taking any damage. You'll be taking a lot of turns with increased speed, and you get some heals too. Probably the only place that she really gets some use. I could see Chimera maybe. I mean, you're more of a PvE guy anyway, so she's probably decent for that. All right, last 10. Can we go back to back? Stranger things have happened. Lua is not much of a champ. All right, you got 1 gold. I don't know if that was mercy. You got 1. Could be worse. I don't have her. I haven't seen a lot of her, but I think she would be good in Hydra. Like if you're having if you have a team that's not staying alive, that's where she could help out a lot. Plus, she's got the increased speed. You're going to get more turns. She's worth a look. Certainly, right now, you could fit her on a Hydra team. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's hear from you in the chat. Did you pull shards today? Did you get anything good? Can you like the video? Help out the algorithm. Get everybody in here. Do I have any relics to forge? Can't do anything. Okay. Trying to farm this. Nothing too dangerous here. Sometimes people like to sneak in like sneaky dangerous champions to be annoying. How's everybody doing tonight? I am going to be pulling shards pretty soon here on my own account. We just pulled some on Chase's account. If anybody wants me to pull shards, let me know. Be happy to do it. I'll be doing mine soon enough. Hopefully I get something good. There's a very good chance I get absolutely nothing. Just pulling enough for the fusion. We'll see if I get lucky. Trying to do as many 4-team or 4-champ defenses. The 1-man defenses are not helping out right now. I want the 4-man because that's how we're getting points for the coalition event. Who throws stone skin on a useless rare? Seriously. Try to stay awake. Try to stay awake as long as you can. Should be pretty soon though. Just I know it takes a while for the YouTube to tell everybody to show up. Try not to do it right away so people can not miss it. I know everybody likes a good shard pull. All right. Looks like I don't really have anything else to do, so guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull some shards. All right, so here's the plan. 20 ancients and a sacred shard. That should be enough. And then I won't have to pull any more sacreds. I can save them for future events. So what do we start with, guys? We got ancients, voids, and a sacred. Where should I start? I'm not, as you can see, on my mercy counter. I'm not close to mercy on anything. So if I get lucky, it's just luck. I'm not hitting mercy on anything tonight. Don't even have enough shards to hit mercy on anything, no matter what I do. Man, it's been a long week of not getting enough sleep. So I'm not planning on staying super late tonight. I'll stay as late as anybody wants to pull shards. That's probably about it. Need to get some sleep tonight. Work on a bunch of behind the scenes stuff tomorrow. And then probably do a Sunday night. All right. He says ancients, so let's go ancients. 20 ancient shards, 17 voids, and a sacred shard. Looking for Harima. We'll see if we get any gold. Man, the stupid names. I wish they wouldn't do the stupid names. We got a Pan, the Bowhorn. I don't think he's good for anything. A true fear in a weekend. Increase attack, increase speed. And a freeze. I mean, I guess he'd probably be a mediocre Fire Knight, Hard Fire Knight champion. All right. Now, does it do the names when you do single pulls? I don't think it does. I don't like seeing those names. We got time. We're doing single pulls. I mean, if I'm gonna strike out, I'd rather strike out on ancients than on voids. I don't really like striking out though. Okay, we got 7 left. Come on. Let's see some pre-mercy gold on a non-2x. I've seen it happen for others. I'd like it to see it for me. Not Athel. Not the farmable Diabolist. The poor man's allure. Not the farmable heiress. All right. Completely worthless ancient shards down the hall. Let's see. Let me update my mercy counter. Ancients went from 35 to 55 just like that. All right. Now void shards. The pack string for shards in the shop right now. You know, everybody gets different packs based on what they spend. Let's see. Which one is it called? The pack string? Let's see. I mean, typically what you're looking for is like $1 a piece for ancient shards, maybe like 250, $2 for void shards, and like $5 or less for primals. So let's see. It'd be $4. We'll say $5, $9. That's a bad deal. That's a bad deal right there. Those are. I know it starts off pretty bad. I don't imagine it gets better. This deal is like average. This is the one shard pack I have ever purchased. I bought 4 void shards one time, which is like kind of an average deal. Regen set I wouldn't buy. Bad deal. Bad deal, bad deal, bad deal. Yeah. Let's see. $20 for 7, not a good deal. This is like an average deal. $30 for 6 rares, so that's $6. 5 voids, so that's like 12.5 bucks. 18, 20. That's not a good deal. I mean, it's almost average, but not like there's nothing amazing right now. Like, that's not bad if you're somebody who likes to buy books. Like, basically, that's the average book cost, $5 each. You get 2,100 free energy. Like, if you like buying energy in books, that's not terrible as far as like average prices are concerned. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I would never buy something like that. See, what about daily? I mean, this is usually a pretty popular thing, but it doesn't have like the extra bonus or anything. Some people like the monthly pack. Let's see, that's not terrible value compared to like average. I just compare it to like average prices. Well, my offers are probably cheaper just because I don't buy a lot. Hey, Justin, how's it going, my man? Let's see. Who's buying skins? No. Let's see. Pretty bad. Obviously, a go-to for most people. That's not really amazing. That's pretty bad. Very bad. I probably wouldn't buy any of those things. Yeah, not the best packs. All right. All right. We blew through our ancients. Got nothing. Now we're going for him. We're going to try to get Bayek. I don't know if I actually even need him really, but exclusive champion, so why not? Taking a break? Nah, come back to the game. At least hang out with us. Yeah, I'm doing the fusion. It's easy enough. Usually the fusions that I skip are ones like this because I want to exchange the fragments and get mod. Like, I'm pretty close to getting mod. Allegedly, they're going to make this exchangeable soon, but they keep dragging their feet on that. So a little bit annoying. All right. 17 void shards. See if we get lucky with the void shards. Skeleton. We got a drowned bloat wraith. We got a frozen game for a second. Herzad Deep Heart. Now I don't really need any epics. There might be some that I'd want to like empower or whatever. But really I want gold. Gold or bust. Not Arbalester. Not even Cold Heart. I have 2 6-star Cold Hearts. Don't even use them all that often. Only on special occasions do I bust out my Cold Hearts. Got a Poor Man's Seeker. Come on, come on. Let's beat the odds tonight, please. I know the odds aren't great, but they could be. Cage Bound. I pulled like 5 different 6-star Cage Bound blessings. Not that I would ever build a Cage Bound. Gold? Classic Kill! Let's go! Woo. He's got the counter attack. He's got the unkillable. He's got the taunt. He's got a decreased defense, a weaken, a decreased accuracy, a decreased resistance, and a true fear. Excuse me while I update my mercy to 0. Let's see his reviews. 5 in Chimera, 5 in Hydra. Not that I need it. 5 in Demon Lord, 5 in Faction Wars, 5 in Campaign. A little surprising there. Arena defense 4.9. Really? Okay. Some of these might be a little bit high. I'm not seeing him a lot in Arena. To be fair, I've had some good luck with 1 pulls. I'm surprised by this one. To be fair, that's pretty good. That's not bad. I mean, he's not the prettiest fellow, but my Ogren tribes is so awful. I mean, it's a pretty bad faction overall. If we go to Ogren tribes. As you can see, I don't have the most. And I certainly don't have the best. Bigun, he's a mediocre nuker. Ignatius, he's a fine HP nuker, but he's not helping out with faction wars, I don't think. War Mother, maybe the worst bomber in the game. Gerptuck, very difficult to use. Gerda, kind of a okayish poisoner. Korrigar, honestly, I should probably be using Korrigar. He's like kind of a decent ally protector. I should probably be trying him out too. Shamrock is a mediocre Hydra champion. Drakgul, I've had Drakgul for over 4 years. He's been sitting in my vault for most of them. Booger, this is a fusion that I skipped. I did not feel bad about skipping. I pulled him anyway. He's not impressive. A one enemy block buffs. Not great. Blizzard, one of my most disappointing fusions. Like, I use him all the time because I have to. Stock is broken, but like not for faction stuff. But we got Klazag. Klazag's the man. Like, he's really good. Like, he's busted for Chimera and Hydra. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I don't really right now, to be honest, even though I was trying to get Harima. That's a pretty good pull. Now I've got 5 left. It's not really necessary. Like, Stock the Broken, his whole purpose is to just be there. Keep him alive. His passive does the thing. I think it would be more important just to keep him alive. Whatever. Hayek, I got a 20x chance now. 5 void shards at 0.5%. Let's be real. It's not going to happen. But I need to pull these anyway. What's this? Wistery Vinegard. I don't know if I've ever had her unless she was like part of a fusion or something. She might be new. I don't even know. She doesn't have very many ratings and they're not very good. Increase attack, increase crit damage. I mean, I don't foresee using her. But I don't remember seeing her. Like, a little bit basic, but like, she's an epic. That's fine. Still kind of cool looking. All right, what do we got? We got a Bellower. Marquise. Ox. Last one. And Sylar. Okay, Sylar's, decent in a stun set. I used to use her in like Doom Tower. Got decreased speed, decreased accuracy. Like, she's fine. She's fine. She's usable. I haven't used her in a while. She's good for faction wars. That's about it. Champeroni. Did you miss it, Champeroni? Is the new login champ better than Mikey? Yes. In a vacuum. I assume that you're talking about uh what's his name? I assume that you're talking about Ezio, and yeah, he's he's better than Mikey in a vacuum, but like, is he better than the Turtles combined? I mean, they're different. They're situationally different. All right, I need to. Let's see. If you missed it, Champeroni, by the way, if you missed it, I pulled Glazag, Key Hulk. Let's throw some Ascension on this bad boy. I like to throw a little Ascension on there so they don't get too lost in the shuffle. I'll be building him up tomorrow. Let's see. This champ training tournament tomorrow, right? Honest. I need to see how many books he needs. I got one shard left to pull. I need to pull a sacred, I believe. Let's see, champ training starts in 4 hours, so he's getting built tomorrow. Let's double check our summon rush before I do anything dumb. Ah, thanks. I appreciate any likes. I appreciate any new subscriptions. It's a good day to be playing Raid. Okay, I need. Let's see. Wait a minute. Is my math bad? I need 3,000. I've got 2450. Okay, so I got to pull like 50 mystery shards too. Whatever. I can figure out the mystery shards. All right. Harima. Do I have a soul for Key Hulk? I don't. You just broke my heart by pointing that out. He's too new. He's only been out for a few months, I think. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Why do you have to point that? Why do you have to point that out? Oh man, I'm gonna have to replace somebody here. Rich? You calling me the rich? I mean, I've had a little bit of luck lately. Not speed. I don't know about the rich. I've been playing long enough. I have some stuff. I'm not. I'm not a big enough spender to be called the rich. That's a pretty good pull, though. Not gonna lie. Pretty happy with that. I'll have to probably be reworking a Chimera team as soon as I get at least a 1-star soul for him, right? All right. Last shard of the night. Besides my mystery shards I gotta pull. Can I get Harima, please? I got an epic. Forget it. I got a deacon. That's like my 800th deacon. It took me like 2.5 years to get a deacon. Now I've got a +4, and that's not even the one I use. Let's see, sacred count. All right. Puts up to 10. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be building Key Hulk tomorrow anyway, even though he doesn't have a soul. Hopefully he shows up at least in the market for me soon. Like, sometimes I feel like if you pull somebody good, their 1-star will show up soon, but I don't know. But I'll definitely be definitely be spending 20 essence for that as soon as I can. Chase, I pulled you 2 great champions last night. Okay? Not everything goes perfectly. And you might not be a PvP guy, but that's one of the best mythicals in the game, whether you like it or not. And I pulled you a very solid Hydra champion, whether you like it or not, and Chimera. And I don't think Incense is bad necessarily. I might have just pulled one of the best PvE champions in the game, to be fair. But I pulled you an amazing champion. You're just salty about it because you don't care about PvP. Is the event dungeon boss limited time exclusive? No. So, funny enough, every other Assassin's Creed champion is limited time, but Augustine apparently is not from the video games at all. They made up this guy based on Assassin's Creed. Look, he's called Event Champion. He's not called Assassin's Creed Champion. Like, if you compare that to, like, Bayek, this says Assassin's Creed. So he's actually going to be available. Now, during the event, you can only pull him when he is available on a special summons. But when the event is over, he will just be part of the Void Shard pool. That's my understanding of it. I should probably look at your Hydra teams. Okay. Much hype around this collab. Honestly, it's not as big as the Turtles. I think, one, it feels like very hard to differentiate, like, aesthetically between. Like, they all kind of look the same. Like, so do the Turtles, but they just have different colors, so it's easy to differentiate. All these are just like people in white hoods, right? With a little bit of red. Assassin's Creed games. Like, I know Ezio because I've played Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. But I don't know any of these other champions. All right. Polarium, Raid Shadow Legends. Adrian says, we need more polls. You need to give us more polls. You know what? I agree. Give us more polls, please. Why not? It's not hurting you. It's not hurting you to make us happy. Yeah, but they definitely need to increase the odds again. I'm just going to get these fragments from mystery shards. Or I've got 2 days to do that. I'm not super worried about that. I'm at 175 fragments, plus I already pulled one of them. So I only have like 4 more events to do after this. Yeah, I mean, like, Assassin's Creed definitely has fans, but this is more like Monster Hunter levels. Like, I don't know even how popular the Monster Hunter game is. I've never played it. Like, that didn't feel super hype, even though the champions were okay. I don't know. This definitely is not as hype, but it's also not even as hype as, like, Alien versus Predator. I like it. I like Assassin's Creed personally. I always really found the IP to be super interesting. I loved the first 2 games. I am currently replaying Assassin's Creed 2, and then when I, complete that, at least complete it to my satisfaction, I'm going to try to play the next one. So I like this, but it's definitely not as hype. All right, so I'm going to have to do some research on how to make Klazak the best. He's a defense-based champion, but I don't imagine that he's really there for damage, unless I'm completely wrong. But he's got the counterattack on all allies. That's crazy. Wait, if a boss is present in the current round, these buffs are protected? Oh, that's crazy. That could be very good. That could be very, very good. It could also be dangerous in Chimera if I don't know how to use it right. Yeah, this is. Some people have said things like this is like, I think Nub said this is, Fortnite Shadow Legends now. Constant collabs, which I'm okay with. But Fortnite, seriously, like every other day they have a new collab. And, I think it brings in interest. That's what I appreciate about it. I like it when they bring in new players. More people come in here and talk to me when there's collabs going on. All right. Chase, do you want me to look on your account right now? Okay, we'll take a look at it, Chase. I mean, if I even can, because I'm not sure if I can even click on it when you don't have keys. Let me take a look, see what happens. I feel like you can't even click on it when you don't have keys. But knowing you, you're probably just going to pull more champions before it even gets around to new keys. Oh, you have a key left? Okay. All right, let's see what you got. What you really need is gear. You need to be grinding for gear. Let's see. Okay, so that's right. Okay. So these are your two teams. We just got. I know we just got Necmo. So that's certainly going to be an option. Did you get any other Hydra champions since then? Like, I'm going to have to. Not her. I'm going to have to research Insensa a little bit more. See where she might fit in. Necmo 100% needs to be in one of your teams. Have you grinded for. Like, you could put him in cursed gear or in provoke gear. As long as there's accuracy and speed. So, like, speed boots, accuracy, and then just whatever else you can find. You're not looking for damage from him. Speed and accuracy. Speed and accuracy. All right, I'd roll these up to see what the best pieces are. Obviously, you'll need 4 pieces. And then I'd go accuracy on the banner with as much speed as you can get. That's a single roll of speed. Do you have silver right now? Not a lot of silver. I would look for whichever one. You got 2 options. Let's roll it up to 8, see if we hit. Oh, here we go. There you go. That's the perfect banner already. And then it'd be really nice if you got a second piece of chronophage. Oh wait, that's a banner. That looks weird. Okay. Uh Honestly, I would just try to keep him alive. with accuracy. So like a ring with lots of HP, and then whichever one of these hits the most accuracy. I think Kassandra's worth it. If nothing else, it's because she's the only champion in the faction. I think otherwise, like, I think she'd probably be good for progressing accounts. Probably not going to see a lot of action on an endgame account. That's my general feeling. And then let's see. I would look for, I'd probably just put HP percent on the gloves with speed and accuracy. If I can find any. Let's see. 5-star, 5-star. Commodus. Okay. You're going to get accuracy there. So probably just speed, preferably 6-star. That's, please hit speed. We don't need that other stuff. No. Please? Okay, that's not the best glove. Go about 5-star. Honestly, it's not good. That needs to be replaced like ASAP. Not a good glove, but it's what you have. Maybe we hit some speed here. That would be nice. We did not yet. But, you know. Get everything leveled up. Double accuracy, nice. Speed and accuracy, that's a pretty good piece. This has speed, accuracy, and resistance. Double accuracy. All right, we're getting the accuracy. I'm a little concerned about the speed, but do we have any oils? Sheesh, that's a lot of crit rate. That probably belongs on somebody else, but that's not a bad boot, actually. Probably doesn't belong on him long term. All right, we hit accuracy on like everything. So as soon as you get this piece and this piece to 16, you're going to have enough accuracy. A little concerned about the speed, but maybe you'll hit some speed. Maybe you can hit so much crit rate. I almost want to put crit rate gloves on if we had like a bunch of speed. Not a lot of options. Can we at least get 6-star? Ooh, speed and accuracy. I feel like he would die too much, though. I don't think we can do that. I'm tempted to do that, but I don't think so. Yeah. So, yeah, we actually got some pretty decent provoke pieces. So then you can take out a provoker possibly, or you could just be an extra option, like because like Harima doesn't have the best provoke. Like she has kind of a weak provoke for, you know, it's on her A3, whereas Necmo's going to get a ton of turns. Justin, that was just to see what rolled up best. He can replace any one of those pieces. It wasn't because I was trying to build a 5-piece provoke set. So if any of these pieces just aren't that good, like no speed hits, 1 accuracy, we can replace that with anything. So it can be up to him. But like that's got triple speed. Probably belongs on a good nuker though. We wouldn't want to waste that. Double speed on something? Like ultimately it'd be really nice if he could throw on like this piece. And then like if we got an HP percent speed piece with speed on it, this could work. It's got accuracy if we hit accuracy. We hit one accuracy. So that's not a bad idea right there. Just cuz at least we'd get the bonus speed, right? That's not bad. 197 is better. We'll get that up to at least plus 16. Plus, he could hit speed on any of these pieces. Not that one. He could hit more speed here. When he gets more glyphs, it's always an option. Yeah, so I'm glad you pointed that out. We got a little bit lucky there. So gets everything to 16. He'll be faster. Relic. We don't have a lot of options. This has accuracy, so I'd probably just rock with that for now. Yeah, I'd probably throw that on. Is that going to help him? Wear gains 10% turn meter after taking an extra turn. That's perfect for Nekmothar. Let's go. No, he is not late game, but he's spending to get there fast. He he had nothing hardly 3 weeks ago. This is not a brand new account though. Chase, how long ago did you play? Like he's only been back for like a few weeks. I don't know like how long of a break he took before that or how long he played before. It's level 75, so it's not like a brand new account. Yo, Timothy! You missed it, Timothy. I had a pretty good pull. Not for the stuff you care about. Yeah, he took 3 years off. It's been going hard the last 3 weeks though. Let's see. So, did we get any other Hydra champions? Let's see. Irvin? I do not know anything about Karen. Let's see. No. His sleep isn't going to help anything. He's got to decrease speed, and that's about it. I don't know where this guy's supposed to fit. Faction Wars? Yeah, I got an insane pull. It wasn't even on Mercy. It's not a 2x, and I wasn't on Mercy, and I actually hit. My pulling luck has been kind of good this year. 16 days in, pretty good. Had good shard luck lately. See, somebody is using him in Hydra. I can't imagine why. I mean, maybe if he's in like a provoke set or something like that. Who's using him? Wow, he got 245 million damage with him in there? No special set. He's not getting damage. Is it just for the cooldowns? You pulled him too, Tim? That's crazy. We're Klazak bros. He's using Venelicia too. Very interesting team. As you can see, Harima can do some damage. Maria putting up 37 mil in Hydra? Interesting. In Stone Skin and Speed. That's a weird looking team. I mean, it is just hard. It is just hard Hydra. But that's a very strange looking team. Obviously, Mithrala is going to be throwing out the Hex. I didn't know that you could, like, can you put the Hydra head's skills on cooldown? Is that what, like, what else does Karen do? Yeah, well, I mean, unless you are starting to get better damage out of her. Let's see, where's your key? Oh wait, there it was. I mean, you're only getting 3 million damage out of her. I mean, he's going to boost your team for sure. Now you've got Bellatar in cursed gear right now. So throw in, what is he doing again? I don't want to be doubling up on skills. Let's see. So he's got the shield, block debuffs, and okay. Okay. I mean, he's also helping out turn meters. You're just going to be getting way more turns this way. Even though you don't have like the best speed gear, you're going to be getting a lot of turns. So that's what I would do. I would maybe, like, Harima can definitely put up numbers in Hydra. So don't like throw her away. You might see if like who's doing more damage on normal, if it's her or Trunda. I see Trunda is doing some decent damage, at least on normal. Deliana with the cursed gear. Oh, he only does it on revives. Okay, that's right. Not super familiar with him. Ingar is pretty rough, Justin. I'm not going to lie. They haven't buffed him, have they? What is he, Ogren? They buffed Gurgo, which was good. What's Angar then? The orc? Ugh. Like, imagine getting a Void Legendary and all he does is like a provoke. Not gonna lie, that's pretty rough. I gotta be honest with you, I have not done enough live arena. If I am going for the mythical relic, I'm gonna have to push so hard over the next week and a half. Like, I'm halfway there. I haven't remembered to fight. I mean, Burton, I can always take a look. I don't know what your situation is. If you have the champions, if you have the gear, if you're not sure. If you have the champions and the gear, I can help you out. That's just kind of the rule. If you go to the Discord, there's a link to the Discord uh, in the description of this video. I kind of have my there's a pinned post in the takeover thread. Basically, for takeovers, I ask that people have like 40 million silver so I can do builds and stuff. If you got the champions, you got the gear. You know, it's not that complicated to do hard fire night. It's just, you know, do you have the stuff available? Timmy, you can get there in 3 days. I might be able to do it if I go hard over the next week and a half because my win rate has gone way up. I'm like 75% win rate this season, which is crazy. But I also understand part of that is because I'm not keeping pace with the Krakens. So I'm not fighting them every day. I'm fighting good accounts, but not like too many insane accounts. Like I haven't had to fight Panda this season or Cruisen. I'm surprised I haven't accidentally run into Timothy. I ran into Scrub a couple months ago, maybe. And then Hydra, yeah, I mean, Hydra is always fun to work on. Yeah, Chase, honestly, I wouldn't make a lot of changes right now. I would try out Necmo once you get him like built up and stuff. You don't have a blessing for him. That's unfortunate. Get his masteries. That'll help you out with some of the accuracy as well. I can send you my masteries if you want, or you can find them wherever. I don't think that you've pulled anybody else that's really a huge game changer. Let's see. You could always. I don't remember if you have a perfect veil or something here. I'm not sure how you're handling the head of torment. Because, like, here we're using him for head of torment. Not sure if you want to throw an Inquisitor in this team somewhere. Yeah, that'd be the number one thing I do, Chase, is I would just take out Harima and put in Necmo. She's not doing that insane of damage for you in her current build. So you're not losing a lot. You're getting most of that damage from Newt. A little bit from these two. She'll be better when you get better build on her. You built another one. I would not, I would try to work in. Honestly, you'd probably take out Geomancer and throw him in and see if that helps. That's an option. Because you got Venus for the burn, so you don't really need Geo. So I would take out Geo and put Inquisitor. He works better technically on higher levels of Hydra, but he's really progression for Hydra anyway. Hello, David. You're a newbie. 5th day. Got to Honorak and to Gore, 6-star, but I need gear for them. Could you give me some advice on how to proceed? And my clan boss damage is not good. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be. You're on day 5. I can show you kind of how to gear them, but honestly, you're not going to have much gear. You just need to progress through the game. Constantly be working through. I don't know how you're doing on campaign, but keep working through campaign, and then you just need to farm gear. So I can show you. Let me get off of Chase's account, get back on my account, and I can kind of show you what you're looking for, like what the best gear is. That's going to help them out. I mean, Geo is fine for Hydra. He was a lot more important like 4 years ago when it first came out. Oh no, guys, I need one more sub, please. I can't have that number as my sub. Somebody sub. Okay, so no, seriously, like you just need to continue with the campaign, get as far as you can, as quickly as you can, and then you just need to be working on the dungeons. That should be your main focus, David, is progressing, making sure that whoever your campaign farmer is, you're going to want to get their masteries. Like, do you have a campaign farmer? You say that you got Tagore, you got to Honorak. Did you get anybody else? Did you use like another promo code maybe to get Cheshire Cat or something? But you need to be focused on the 4 main dungeons early on, especially. Dragon's Lair is going to be super important. That's where you're going to get speed gear. That's going to be super important for you. It's the most important set in Dragon. Early on, lifesteal could help you out a little bit. Accuracy as well. Nothing else here is super important. I would only keep it if it was like a really Ice Golem Peak can be challenging, but you're mostly looking for reflex gear, curse gear, provoke gear, and really you don't have to worry. Don't worry too much about Ice Golem early on. Like you'll get there eventually. The most important ones, honestly, Dragon's Lair is where you're getting speed, and then Spider's Den is where you're getting accessories, the bottom pieces. So that's where you're getting your ring, your amulet, your banner. So those are the 2 most important things to progress through. Fire Knight, there's a few good sets here as well. Shield is decent, but really Savage is what you want on your damage dealers. And then regen and stun gear are also important. But I'd be mostly focused on Dragon to get your speed gear and Spider's Den. Okay, let's see. I'll find that friend request. There we go. Burton. Friend request accepted. And adding somebody else, I think. Okay, let's yeah. Everybody needs silver. Do you have Burton, before I even look at your account, do you have silver available? If you don't have silver, I can give you like some advice. We can just do coaching, but I don't do takeovers if you don't have silver. Cuz I can't build anything without silver. No problem, David. Come around anytime, ask any questions you have. You can also join the Discord. You can ask whoever's in there. I'm in there pretty often, but not 24 hours a day. Every night that's not Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, cool. I stream like probably 4 or 5 nights a week. Like it's not a schedule per se, but 8 p.m. Pacific time. I live on the west coast of America, so 8 p.m. Pacific, wherever you're at in the world, whatever the math adds up to. Like it's almost 10 o'clock here right now, so go back 2 hours. That's my normal streaming schedule. And I stream 2, 3, 4 hours a night, depending on the night. Scrub, are you lurking? People want to know if you're around. Yo, Chop is in the chat. Welcome in, guys. We got past the mark of the beast. Let's go. I'm not particularly superstitious about numbers. I'm just joking. Let's see. What am I doing here? I'm all over the place. People joining the Discord, people joining the chat. Welcome in. If you guys missed it, I did have a very good summoning session. I did pull Klazag Key Hulk, an absolute monster for Chimera and Hydra. I don't have a blessing for him though, so that makes me a little bit sad. I will get one eventually. It's Friday, stream all night. I'm not staying up all night tonight, guys. Not all night, but yeah. I've had rough sleep this week. And our heater, we have two heaters and both of them are broken right now. We have an electric fireplace. It's broken. And we have an HVAC machine that's broken. We had the fireplace guy come in this morning. It's going to take 2 weeks to get the part. So I have to like hide in either in this room or in the bedroom because that's where we have like other heating systems. It's been a rough week of sleep. It's been cold. It's been the coldest week of the season so far. You want to learn about fusions, how they work, and if they are worth it. It is something that is very unclear to me as a new player, and if I can get something good here. Well, first of all, you're too late for this fusion, so don't worry about this one. They are absolutely worth it, but the big question is, are you a spender? Because that's going to change my answer on if you spend money. If you spend money, of course, you can do it easily. If you don't spend money, it's probably going to take you at least a few months to start learning how to save your resources. This game is all about resource management and when to spend. So when we're doing a fusion, if we look at our news tab here, we can go to Kassandra's fusion event, the current one, and it's going to tell you where you can get fragments. There are 3 different kinds of fusions. They're all kind of the same, but they're a little bit different. In this case, you need to get basically 400 fragments, 25 at a time, but you get them from different events. You get them from champion training, gear hunters, doing different dungeons, summoning. But the most difficult part for especially new players is having enough shards. Saving your shards for fusions is incredibly important, unless you're spending money on the game, and then obviously you can buy shards and everything's easier. SoCal cold? What? I'm not in SoCal. I used to live in San Diego County until about 7 years ago. Okay, so you're kind of a low-ish spender, low to medium. But yeah, the most difficult thing is getting enough shards to be able to pull, because they're like on average you're gonna need, say like sacred shards each time, but you can use any of these to get points for them. There will be a champ chase one weekend and a summon rush. And these are all things you'll kind of learn over time. But this current fusion, basically we need to get 4 of these turtle guys, Galapo. You get 100 fragments, you get one of him, and then you go and fuse them into a legendary champion. So there's a few different ways that we do this. Sometimes it'll be like you get 16 rare champions and you fuse them into 4 epics. Sometimes you do it like this, where you get fragments, you build them up and turn it into a fusion. So there's different ways of doing that. Yeah, 20 or $30. Is that like per week, per month? uh But yeah, I mean, the more you play though, the easier it gets to collect them. Personally, it took me about 5 months of being a very, very low spender. I'm a very, very low spender. I was almost free to play, but it took me like 5 months to get a fusion done. Like, and that was years ago, though. I've been playing the game for 4.5 years, and I've spent a whopping $70. So I'm not free to play. Okay, you know what? I will probably like make sure that you have silver, 40 million silver. If you're on Sunday night, I'll probably be able to take a look at it on Sunday night. Just remind me. I kind of do first come, first serve for takeovers, whoever's here. Because people always say, I want to take over, but then they show up at, 11 p.m., like 5 minutes before I'm getting offline, that kind of thing. The earlier you get in, the better, the easier it is to deal with. I need to check this. Cool, cool, cool. Make sure that you have a key available. If you want to usually, like, I'll probably have time to do one or the other. Either your Fire Knight or your Hydra, because other people want takeovers too. So, like, choose what's the most important to you, and then, like, come back another night and we can work on another takeover. It depends on the night too, though. Like, if one thing just doesn't take very long, or you don't actually have the champions for it, or you just need a coaching, everything's different. But, usually I don't like build somebody 10 different teams on one night. 10 is hard. What team are you currently running? Like, it could be a speed issue, it could be a champ issue. Like, what's your current lineup? Answer that. I'm going to go get some more water. I'll be back in a minute. All right, all right. Yeah. So the thing is, you need to do a weird freeze team to reset the turn meter. It's the only way to do hard fire night 10. 4 turtles is not going to work for you. I'll show you my team. What's the last one, Chop? Is it like 30 million in Hydra or something like that? Let's see. So this is my Fire Night hard team. You need a champion like her. It doesn't have to be her. But basically, uh, we need an increase speed champion for the third round. And then we need freeze champions. Now, 2 newts pick options like Creodan, Neldor, Yakarl. But that's what you need. Or you're gonna be stuck. I mean that's a difficult problem to deal with, Burton, but there are epic champions. Like I said, you might have to hunt for them if you don't already have them. One of them is Neldor Rhineblade. He's not as good as Creodan, but Creodan, let's see, actually he's pretty good. Attacks 3 times at random. It's not the best. It's a 30% chance. So it's not as good as Newt, to be honest. You got your Carl. You know, he's got a 2-hitter with freeze, 40% chance, 50% when booked. He also has an increased speed, decreased speed, so he's pretty good for that. You know, he could also take place of, you know, you could use Carl and Neldor and Creodan, something like that. This is a 3-hitter with freeze, 25%, books up to 35% chance. Not nearly as good as Newt, right? So you'd have to get them going pretty fast, pretty often. And then you need 2 ally attack champions. Farrakhan the Fat works fine. Lady Mikage works fine. Yeah, it's just, it becomes a speed issue, a little bit of an RNG issue when you don't have like Newt on the team. It's tough. What you want to do is get them going really fast and with good accuracy, and you probably want, like, I don't know how your relentless gear is, but relentless gear is very good. I also really like Perched Shadow on like Lady Mikage. 10% chance to receive an extra turn when using their default skill. So they're going to come back around on her A3 more often. That's super important. I absolutely love this relic to help out with Hard Fire Night. Yeah, I mean, Newt just makes it so much. The one that I'm most familiar with, and it's not easy. No doubt, it's not easy. It is gear intensive. It is champion intensive. Now there are other ways. There are like Cardiel compositions. He's very good. I pulled him not long ago. I pulled him during the Turtle Fusion or during the Leonardo chase, whatever. So I've only had him for a few months, so he's not in my team. He could be. There's also somebody I just pulled. What's her name? Oh, Valk is great for this. Valkyrie, if you have her, because she has a shield and a counterattack. So with her, you can actually take a hit, I believe. I haven't tried her personally in Fire Night either, but she's an option. Justin, you've been away. I pulled this bad boy just a couple weeks ago. Isn't he handsome? You do what? Do you have Cardiel or Valk? This was my most wanted champion, and the first star took 2.5 years. He's amazing. He's a big part of why my live arena win rate went from shoot my game freeze. My win rate is 53% overall over the last 2.5 years. This season, 75%. He's a big part of that. Valk, you got Valk? Yeah, Valk is a great option because she's gonna keep your team alive if you take a hit. That shield, if you do you have her booked is the next question I have. Now I've never built that team. I'd have to look into that team a little bit if that's what you want to run. But she was like the first solution that people came up with for hard long after, I believe, made things much easier. People did figure out like Carl and stuff, but those are basically the two ways: is to either do like Valkyrie, Cardiel, or to do like Lady Mikage, Farrakhan the Fat kind of champions. Yeah, nice is now there are ways. Unfortunately, now that I have him, I do see the ways that people can beat him. His weakness is basically Marius or control champions. But even so, he can be very difficult with the right team as well. I also pulled Rhodos recently. Rhodos is so much fun. I did a live arena battle yesterday in which I was in pretty bad danger. Or at least it was a close fight. He went 7 times in a row. He went A3, A2, A3, A2, A1, A2, A1. Like he just kept going. It was crazy. I also happen to have him in my one mythical relic. He's so crazy. Like I don't use him as much as I should, but I waited 4.5 years for Rhodos, and he's so much fun. Now you need your build for Marius? What? What about Marius? What about him, Chop? Still one of the best champions of the game. Oh, you need my build. Lethal Stone Skin. If you don't have Lethal Stone Skin, Savage Stone Skin. If you don't have that, well, Lethal or Savage with Merc. I'm calling him Merc gear because I cannot pronounce Mercurial. Petition to change the name of Mercurial gear. At least we're getting good gear for free. Mark. Ashnar, I pulled like maybe 3-ish months ago. I don't use him a ton, to be honest. I've tried him out some. He's good, but like he doesn't have my best gear because Nice, don't believe this, believe this. Nice is an HP damage dealer, and Empress is an HP damage dealer. So Ashnar's kind of getting my leftovers on HP damage dealers. Also, White King. So I've got some good HP damage dealers, and it's just hard to get gear for everybody. And I don't totally know when to use him. Like I know he can be good. I just haven't really figured him out. But Marius. Super easy to build, by the way. Um Super high defense, get him going fast. High crit damage. And he needs some accuracy too. If you can get him to like 300 accuracy, that's probably fine. Um Not everybody can get like 300 plus speed. If you can get him minimum 250 speed, I'd say, minimum 300 accuracy, and then just try to get defense and crit damage when you can. I have him in my best, I have him in my one cat's gaze. So if you don't have that, like a Talon will do. And then I have him 6-star because I pulled a 5-star a long time ago and then bought the 6-star. So that's why I have him in Crushing Rend. But a lot of people are using Soul Reap for him in Arena. I just depend on him in too many other areas that I need that Crushing Rend. So it depends on if you want him more for PvE or PvP. Oh, are you talking about Ashnar as a good counter to Volcanos? The problem is I want to use the Volcanos. I was, to be honest, I used Volcanos way too often. Before I got nice, I would use Volcanos when it didn't even make sense, just because he's one of my favorite champions on my account. I love him. I love using him. I use him when it didn't even make sense. I'm kind of dumb about it. Now I can be, no, now that I have nice, I can be a little more picky about when I use him, or versus when I use like Empress, Marius, Rhodos. I actually have options for once in my life. I've said this on stream so many times now, but for years I had the worst nuker luck in the world. And I'll explain. My first nuker, besides, the star, my nuker was Mountain King. Imagine Mountain King being your main nuker when Duchess was the queen of Arena. Anytime I went up against a Duchess, he's worthless. Worthless. Pretty good against Trunda teams, though, back when Trunda was an arena nuker. Okay, but after a few months, like 4 months or so of him being my nuker, I moved up in the world. I moved up all the way to a Ray. Ray was my nuker for like a year. Now she has an AoE attack that under certain conditions is okay. She's okay. Not amazing. Never amazing. She was just okay. Then I basically moved up into a better version of Ray. A harder hitting version. Supreme Elhain basically did the same, like, not the same, but like, I depended on this AoE attack, right? She didn't have the freeze, but she could ignore ally protection, strengthen, and shield buffs. That was nice. I had her for my arena nuker for like another year. So that was my first 2.5, 3 years of raid. Elhain, then Mountain King, then Ray, then Supreme Elhain. I had it rough for the longest time. So finally, things have turned around. A little over a year ago, I pulled Volcanos, but he was kind of useless until I pulled Duchess last year because I couldn't keep him alive. And then I got Carnage, I got Duchess, I got Demon Lords to put around him, so he got better. And then Empress came out last summer, or that's when I got him. So things finally started to pick up for me, like in the last year, maybe 15 months, something like that. Now I've got options. Leonardo is still fun to use in live arena. Um, I finally have options, is the point. It took a long time though. I did not have good options for the longest time. Like the arena meta has changed so much, but I think in a good way, because I mean it has taken a while for those without like the big spending budget. It took me a long time to get mythicals. Like it took me almost 2 years to pull my first mythical, and it was the calamitous, heartbreaking for somebody who's desperate for a PvP nuker when mythicals have so many good ones. And so it took me nearly 2 years just to get this guy. But like you got, I got Carnage for free. I got Embers for free. Eventually, I got Ashnar. So it did take a long time. But you guys got to remember, if you weren't around 3 years ago or so, 2.5, 3 years, when you just had to have Taurus and Marishka, right? It was the only option. If you wanted to be a top arena player, and I'm not a top 100 player or anything. I can sneak into Platinum Classic Arena by being sneaky. Not by being like the best, but like good enough, right? I'm good enough to sneak in. But if you wanted to be the best, you had to have the Tarishka combo. That was it. And then for a little bit, people came in, White King, White Queen. That was kind of a thing for a little bit of time. But right after them, they started coming out with mythicals, and now there's not just one meta champion. There's counters and counters. Like as good as Nice is, he can be countered. So that's kind of fun. Like you said, like Volcanos is super fun, but he can be countered. So I'm glad that the meta is not just like one champion or bust. There's counters, it's more interesting. If you pull one of them and you're not a big spender, like I'm such a low spender. Like I spent $10 last year. I spent $0 the year before. I am the lowest of low spenders. And to actually be pulling some champions that are like, okay, you know, I don't have Nell. I don't have you know, I don't have all of the insane nukers, but I've got one. I got one. I mean, I got two. Plus, Embers is free and he's crazy good. Carnage is free and like you can use him multiple ways and he's really good. Leonardo was achievable for free and you know what? He can wipe out a whole team of mythicals under the right circumstances. I mean, to be fair, I still speed farm arena with basically what is a speed team very similar. This isn't for like, I wouldn't do this in classic arena. I mean, in live arena. This is just a speed farm team. It's not all that much different from when I was running. I used to run Arbiter into Kaimar, into Madame Ceres, into Ray or Supreme Elhane. This team isn't all that different for speed farming, but like, I wouldn't do that against a good team. Wouldn't work against a good team. See, I am trying to farm as much tag team arena for the coalition event as I can. Anybody else pull champions tonight? Anybody get any good? Anybody get a good champ for the fusion? I'm pretty happy with Glazag. Not an arena champion, but actually pretty insane for Hydra Chimera. As soon as I get a blessing for him. I mean, he's probably good without a blessing, to be honest, but if I could at least get a 1-star, be a little easier. Maybe it'll show up in the morning. That would be sweet. I hate when people do this. Listen, should I be able to beat just a Leo? Yeah. Should I be able to just beat Volcanos? Yeah, but why do this? Arbiter, fine, but why try to be sneaky? It's just rude. Like, I'm not going to attack it because it would be a waste if just something silly happened. Or like, if you face a team like this, first of all, put 4 in, not 3. Why are you doing 3? And second of all, some people put like stone skin on them just to be jerks. Why? Don't do it. Don't be jerks, people. Timmy! Have you built your Klazag yet, Timmy? You probably weren't even that excited to get him, were you? Like, just a PvE champion. Or were you like, okay, I'll throw him in. I'll throw him in with my mythicals. Ooh, Theodosia. I would really like a Theodosia. She's insane. She's really annoying to go against. I'd say currently, and Timmy will correct me if he thinks I should think otherwise, my most wanted is probably Galathier as far as mythical champions are concerned. What is he? What is Galathier anyway? Trying to guess. I don't even know. Sacred Order? No. Banner, where are you, Galathier? He's an elf? I guess. Okay, I see it. What's not letting you use caps, Tim? I don't think I have a setting that says you can't use caps. Hey, can somebody type in exclamation Discord and let me know if that's working tonight? I was trying to set that up last night, but it said it takes a few minutes to... You guys aren't allowed to type in all caps? I'll have to check the settings for that too. I don't really care if you guys yell. Does that open up a link or anything for you when you type that? Oh, it worked? Nice. We set that up live on stream last night, but then it was like it could take up to 5 minutes, and then we forgot to check. This is my most wanted mythical champion, I think, because now that I have some good nukers, I want more support champions for arena. So I'd really like Galathier. What I'd really like is the champions that I've got big souls for. You have a warning from Nightbot. I guess I'm gonna have to check into that. Sorry, Tim. You got to grow up, I guess. Yo, Trey, what's going on? Let's see. I mean, I would still take a Siegfried because I got a 6-star for him. I would like Arbaeus. I like Crixia. Lazarius wouldn't be the worst. Galathier for sure. I would still take a Nell. She's insane. And Theodosia. Those are probably the ones that I want the most. But I've had such good luck lately that I'm not expecting anything like that anytime soon. If it happens, great, but I'm not expecting it. Trey, you missed out. You're always late, man. You got to wake up earlier. I pulled Class Ag Keyhawk. Look at this. Look at this ugly fella. Like, he's so ugly you can't even look me in the eye. Lift up your chin. Are you afraid? Are you afraid I'm gonna go for the jugular? What's going on there? Is your head too heavy that you can't even lift it? What's going on there? Yeah, this is my big pull for tonight. I honestly wasn't expecting to even get a legendary. So I'm pretty happy with that. I like that belt buckle. It almost looks like Jack Skellington. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you could like the video, that would be awesome. Apparently, if you use exclamation Discord, it finally works. And you could subscribe to the channel right now. You could be number 668. How about that? Yeah, this guy's he's gonna be fitting into my Chimera team for sure, if not my Hydra team as well. I have not updated my Hydra team in probably 5 or 6 months at all. I don't even know where I'm gonna fit him in. I'll probably, let's see, I'll probably put him somewhere on my Brutal team. I don't even know. I might take out Calamitous. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Not too concerned about it. Hydra is not like a big concern. I mean, all my score is basically coming from Titus anyway. And I don't think he would fit into a Titus team unless I'm missing something, and he certainly doesn't need to. Yo, 668, let's go! Thanks for all the new subs tonight, guys. I appreciate it. It's been a fun little stream here tonight. But not too much else is going on right now, I guess. Pretty close to finishing up the fusion. Let's see, I got to do the Fire Knight tournament, the Gear Hunters, Gear Ascension or whatever. Something else. I forget. We're almost done. Let's see. What's the other thing I need to do? Morning. So obviously I've got to build up my Ezio and my Klazag. Pretty easy decisions. They'll both be getting books too, I'm sure. Wait, how many books does my Klazag need? That's important. Let's see, he needs 2 here, 5 here, so at least 7. Between 7 and 11 books. Transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target. Okay. Cannot be resisted. Ooh. 75% chance of placing a true fear debuff. So he might just be replacing my Masha Lead. Quite possibly. That'd be pretty easy switch. Best build for Ezio? Ezio? He's not going to be hard to build. You wouldn't build him for crit rate, you'd build him for attack. So kind of similar, I'm thinking, to Calvalax. Probably you want to build him fast. You're gonna probably try to make a go first team. So something with like an arbiter or something. But basically, you're going to try to get his attack super high, not worry so much about crit rate. You're wanting him to go pretty fast and super high accurate. Wait. He doesn't even need accuracy, does he? Isn't he unresistible? I haven't built mine yet, so. You definitely want the Arachno Elixir relic on him. That's 100%. Unless you have, like, I think there's a mythical or something that's crazy good. Let's see. Yeah, as long as you have a veil, his stuff can't be resisted. So you don't even need accuracy, do you? Speed and attack. Speed and attack. So probably some stone skin, but also like just whatever, like speed gear. Actually, I'd probably put him in like feral or pinpoint, I would guess. I have not bought Predator. But I tell you what, guys, if you get me to 1,000 subs, oh, I lost a sub. Somebody unsubscribed. How rude. If I get to 1,000 subs before the time's up, I'll buy them. That's the deal. Get me to 1,000 subs. I'll keep showing up. If I get to 1,000 subs, I will buy Predator. Just for you guys. Just for you guys to watch me do it. Yeah, Ezio is great. He's absolutely worth building. He's going to be super useful in Arena. Especially early game. Like I'm very interested in seeing how the meta is going to shift with Merc gear now in the game. That might People are definitely going to have to rebuild their arena teams around defending against Ezio, because you can't have all stone skin defenses, which is a huge problem for me because that's what I've always done. I'm going to be rebuilding champions with Merc gear just because of him. Okay, you're brand new to the game. He's gonna be super important to you. Absolutely worth building. His bombs are crazy. He's gonna be your arena nuker for sure. But basically, you're just gonna want to build him. You're probably not even worried about sets right now. You're mostly gonna be focused on getting some speed on him and getting his attack numbers as high as possible. That's gonna be the most important thing. If you happen to get a relic that's Arachno Elixir, probably going to be difficult for you, actually. But whoever is watching this, if you have an Arachno Elixir, that's the relic that's going to really make him even better. I think that comes from. Does that come from Hard Faction Wars? I feel like it does. Yeah, you pretty much have to be doing Hard Faction Wars to get Arachno Elixir, unfortunately. So that's not really a early game relic, unfortunately. Let's see. I think Nub was saying this one is really good on him too, but not very many people are gonna be having that. Anybody else pull some good champions tonight or this morning? Whenever you pulled. See, I need to pull 50 mystery shards. I don't even have room. Why don't I have room? No, I don't think he's a hard champion to build. It's just you can't get that relic unless you're in if you go to faction wars. Like when you first start out, you do normal. You have to complete all of normal before you start hard, and that's where you get the materials to craft the arachne elixir. You're skipping this event and doing the last one for the 50 shards. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that too. Um, I'm impatient a little bit, and also I'm always worried I'm gonna forget to do something. So I didn't want to forget to do something. So I just decided to do last weekend and this weekend summons, and it's working out for me. Now we'll see if this next summon rush has like a 5-star soul available for Kassandra or something. Wouldn't surprise me, but that's okay. I got Klazag, so I'm happy anyway. Ooh, you missed an event. Boy, I am so paranoid about that kind of thing that I'm constantly every day I'm checking like, have I done this tournament, this tournament, this tournament? Have I done this event, this event, this event? I check them all like constantly throughout the day to make sure I haven't missed anything. Like I'm super paranoid because that worries me. That kind of thing worries me. Okay, I think I got everything here. Yeah, I don't like the idea of screwing that kind of thing up. Okay, so I'm also gonna have to be building that guy tomorrow. Ooh, a 6-star speed glyph. Thank you. Well, I'm not saying Cassandra's the best champion in the world, but she's all we have for the Argonites. So I want her for that. So let's see. I already have one turtle built up to 50. And I've got 2 more coming. So I just have to do the champ training, a gear hunter, a fire knight, and a gear ascension tournament or event. So I'll have, let's see, when does that start? In like 3 or 4 days. Not that, wrong one. News. Let's see. So we've got gear enhancement starts in 3 days. So that's Saturday, Monday. Do that on Monday. Fire Night starts on Monday. And where's the gear? The gear hunter starts Sunday. So I'll probably have Kassandra like Monday or Tuesday. My clan lost CVC too. We got absolutely crushed. It happens. Like the clan that we were going up against, basically all of them put up, like if you go to somebody's profile, you can see their best. Wait, can you? Okay, I might have been lying. I thought you could see their best CVC score. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how my clan leader figured that out. But basically, they were all going super hard. So, whatever. We'll tank the next one, and then the one after that will probably win. It happens. All right, guys. Any other questions before I get out of here? I'm going to try to actually get some rest tonight. Work on some back end stuff tomorrow. Come back Sunday night with a big old stream. Where the okay, you can look at it. Like Oh, there it is. It is. Okay. So like my max points 522k. So my clan leader was looking at all of their like current scores versus their max points, and like almost everybody in the clan put up like their most points ever. So they really wanted to win. We put up like over 12 million points and we lost by 3 million. They're probably just cheating Russians anyway. Things never go well when I go up against a clan that has everything written out in Russian. I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. They're definitely playing by the same rules as us, for sure. All right. I'm gonna have to learn how to build a Klazag and an Ezio, and I'm gonna have to get their masteries. But I'm also in the middle of trying to do this event dungeon too. So there goes all my extra gems. Yeah, but you're crazy, Trey. How old is your account now, Trey? Feel like I've watched you grow up. You're like you're a sponge of the game. You've learned so much, not just from me. Okay, so 9 months tomorrow, approximately. I was I said this all the time, but like I was so bad at this game early on. It took me so long to learn. Yeah, it's Seer. She pretty much nukes them down. Like I get so many buffs on this team, and she nukes usually like 3 of the minions, and then we can just chip away at the 4th one. This team could be even better, but like I didn't rebuild anybody for the team. Or I'll grab some energy and I'll show the team again. I got some energy from the summon rush. The first team that I used to beat the dungeon was Duchess plus 4 turtles, but it was super sketchy. Like barely survived. This team is like 100%. This team never loses. So I throw on a ton of buffs at the beginning. Like Duchess is A3, Marishka's A3. Actually, Marishka, I have to cleanse Seer because Seer's not in stone skin like everybody else. And so you see, all that's left is like a little bit on um this dude, the Knights Rev faction unity guy. So he's got a little bit of health left, but we'll come back around. Either Marius will get rid of him eventually, or Seer will, or even Leonardo. But once he's gone, then we just chip away at the boss. It's really a pretty easy team. I am sure that there are faster teams, but this takes a little bit over a minute. Is safe. I don't run enough of it that I'm concerned with, like I don't need like a 13-second team like my Spider team or something. It's like it's good enough. It's fine. All right, guys. If you don't have any more questions, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Try to actually get some rest tonight. What? What, Tim? What? What are you broading it? What are you broading me for? Marishka's been around for like 3+ years. They came out with Taurus and Marishka not long after Russia and Ukraine got into their current predicament. It was kind of a like because Plarium is a Ukrainian company. It was kind of like, let's celebrate our heroes. Like they're, I don't know the history between behind Marishka and Taurus, but they're kind of like folk heroes of some sort. You're okay. I will try to figure that out. I don't know if that's uh YouTube or if that's Nightbot. Chat moderation. Let's see. Okay, I undid that for you, Timmy. You could use your. I fixed it just for you, buddy. Junaid Khan? I don't know how to say your name, but welcome in. Yeah, it was Nightbot. I fixed it just for you, Timmy. Just in time. Justin, are you coming back to the game after you took your little break? Oh, is Marishka new for me? Sorry, I missed that. No, I got her. She is my second ever Void Legendary. So I got her a long time ago, actually. Still one of my favorite champions. Still amazing. You should be able to use some emojis. You just can't, like, spam them. All right, I'll remove that too. I don't really care if people use emojis. Let's see. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, chat moderation. All right, you guys can use your emotes. I don't care. You can use your symbols. I don't care. I don't really want people sharing links. You can do that in the Discord. I don't know what that is. Juna DYP fan. What is that? Juna D. I don't know what that is. I feel like that's maybe Indian or Pakistani or something. I could be way wrong. It could be K-pop. I don't know. Okay, Justin, just don't be away forever, my man. Come hang out with us. Okay, Timmy, you can use your caps. You can use your emojis. It's all good with me. Okay, India. Juna. hit the stinking mute button on my microphone. All right, so I need 1,600 more points on the event dungeon. That I should be able to get that done tomorrow, no problem. And then I'm gonna have to work on my masteries too. Busy day tomorrow. I'll be working on my account behind the scenes tomorrow. Come back for a Sunday stream. Thanks so much for the new subscriptions tonight, guys. Really appreciate it. I've had really fun streaming lately. The last month and a half has been amazing. I will continue to work on making streams even better. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a good Friday night, Saturday morning, wherever you're at in the world. And I'll be back in, I don't know, like 45 hours or so, probably, for more Raid Shadow Legends content. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Exclamation Discord. You can join the Discord. Come hang out with us on there. And I'm going to be building my new champions. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Weiler Wednesday. See ya.